Welcome back to the Rice and Slice Golf Show podcast. My name is Theo. Gentlemen, to my right, as always, Chenji Meng, episode 55. 55. Last week I said episode 53, and I was wrong.
No, it's 54. I'm pretty sure you said 54, right?
No, I said 53 in the intro when I was like, oh my God, I did such a good intro. And yeah, so it wasn't such a good intro because I got the episode wrong. So episode 55 it is. So welcome back, guys. What is going on?
Fake it till you make it.
Well, I don't know if that counts, mate, but okay.
What is going on? It's kind of depressing, to be honest.
It's very depressing, dude. It's the start. It's the beginning of the end. And it's, you were away on, over the weekend. You went to Barcelona for a friend's birthday. You were jet setting all around the world over the weekend.
I mean, I wouldn't say a 2-hour flight to Barcelona and Ryanair, like a jet setting. Like,
yeah, but yeah.
Experience.
So we all the peasants were not on holiday. We were out here grinding, working, playing golf in the freezing cold while you were out, mate, drinking cocktails and eating paella.
You know what I was doing? I was like, I was in my shorts, in my t-shirt. It's 28 degrees and sunny out there. I'm like having that kind of like, I'm kind of like, sweating, that feeling we had in Rome, just that little bit of sweat, that perfect amount of sweat.
That perfect amount of sweat. I don't think there's a perfect amount of sweat, but okay.
There is just that tiny bit, not too much.
Yeah.
And I open my Instagram and I look at your story and there you are in the morning frost.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you, Chenji. I wish I didn't go for many reasons. For many reasons. One being the weather.
I can just see from that picture, that it was like 1 degrees to 3 degrees.
I think it was like 5 degrees. It felt like 1. It was freezing cold because we were like one of the first groups to go out on Sunday morning. And like there was no like trolley, what do you call it? Like tracks on the grass. There was no, it was just white, a little bit icy. Like the sun was out. There was not a single cloud in the sky. It was just really, really cold. I had like 4 layers on and it still wasn't enough. The silly me. You know what I'm like? I'm always overdressed. I always put like in 5-degree weather, you would come in a shorts and a t-shirt and flip-flops. And there's me with like coats and overlayers and underlayers and all that stuff, right? Everything was warm, but I'd made the silly mistake of wearing like really cheap socks. So my toes were freezing cold, which made the rest of my body cold. So at the turn, I went to the pro shop and I bought some Under Armour like weatherproof socks so I can change quickly, so I had to keep my feet warm. But dude, it was so bad. It was the first time in my golf life where I've contemplated on snapping a golf club, like genuinely. We finished the round and I just left. I didn't really say bye to anybody. I didn't do anything. I didn't go for a drink. I was like, nah, I'm going home, man. And I said to him, I made the excuse. Like the reason I left was I just wasn't very happy. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't want to speak to anybody. I'm not normally like this, but after Sunday, it just wasn't very nice. So I said to him, oh yeah, if I leave now, I can make it in time. I can make it home in time for food, which was not true. But mate, the slice is back, big time.
Is it because of the cold?
No. It was because I took 3 weeks off, nearly 3 weeks off of playing golf, and I went back to square one, and I almost forgot how to hold a golf club. I was chunking everything, I was topping everything, I was slicing everything. No shanks, which is good, but it was just horrible. We played in a pairs like Stableford competition, which we do on Sundays. We got 36 points, which is average, which is very good, especially in weather like that, right? 36 points is a very good score. I contributed to absolutely 0 of those points. I'm not even exaggerating. I did nothing. Stel got 36 points all by himself. I was just there. Worst part is, I didn't lose. I lost 1 golf ball. So just imagine how bad I was playing for me to not even play so bad where it's just my penalties that are racking up my score. But it's because I was playing so bad that I can't even blame my penalties. Dude, it was a horrible day. This morning, I went to the driving range. It wasn't any better. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go work on it a little bit. I hit like 120 balls. Dude, the worst thing is, like when you hit shots, bad shots, 9 times out of 10, if you're like a certain level or whatever, if you're like a mid handicapper and better, you're like, oh, I know what I did wrong there. I felt it come off the heel. I felt it come off the toe. I felt, oh, I came on top of it. I came to, you kind of know, you have like a little indication of why you hit that shot the way you did, right? Dude, I have zero idea what I was doing wrong. Everything was a massive slice. I tried to close my club face. It was still slight. I just did trying a bunch of things. And while I was at the driving range, I actually messaged my golf coach and I was like, Rory, when is my, not McElroy, different Rory. His name is Rory as well.
Wait. Rory Zabatini?
Yeah. So many Rorys. And I was like, Rory, where is, have we got a lesson booked? I need a lesson. And he was like, oh, yeah, next Monday, 12 o'clock, we've got a lesson. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Like, I can't wait for this. But, yeah, mate, he's still looking good. I actually had a 2-hour on-course lesson with this guy. Well, this coach, golf coach that I've been seeing. And, yeah, every single shot in that 2-hour lesson, it was absolutely terrible. I hit everything. I sliced everything. I topped everything. Everything was thinned. It's good and bad. Good because, obviously, he saw my bad shots and my misses, but bad because it's embarrassing to watch, man, isn't it? It's not very nice when your golf coach is next to you and you've been telling him, because the first question every golf coach asks is, how you been playing? And most of the time I'm like, oh yeah, decent actually, scores coming down a little bit. I'm hitting some good shots. I'm hitting some bad shots. It's just, I'm at a good place right now. And then we got out there for 2 hours, mate. And it was just absolutely embarrassing.
But I would say actually, I'd rather play badly on a lesson, just so that the coach can know what's actually wrong.
I agree
because, yeah, you get better from the bad shots.
100%. Because I don't want to go to, and I've told him this before, I don't want to go for a lesson, and then me flushing every single shot that I'm hitting. Because like, what is he going to help me with? Like little tweaks and whatever. No, I want to hit bad shots like I would in real life when I'm playing proper golf, so that I can fix on those things, right? But yeah, it's just it wasn't good. Ever since then, I've not been playing decent golf. I've had 3 weeks off because of work and because of going to Italy, and yeah, I mean, it was expected for me to play this bad, but not this bad, dude. I legit almost walked off. I almost hit. I almost snapped a club. I just wasn't happy. So,
mate, that's just part of golf, man.
It is. You're right, mate. I'm playing golf.
Golf is like a box of chocolates. You never know, what's gonna hit you.
That is such a bad example from like a forest.
Okay, fine.
Life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
I don't know.
No. I'm glad you brought it up because even in the film it was silly, dude. Because when you buy a box of chocolates, you know exactly what you're getting. You're getting a box of chocolates, and even though those are sorted ones, there's a menu that tells you what chocolate you're getting, mate. So, and you always leave out the dark chocolate ones, don't you? And you give them to your mum or somebody that likes dark chocolate. It's always mums that like dark chocolate. It is. So that's silly. Don't say that again.
Movie review time for us.
Yeah, I think this should be a new segment to talk about movie reviews with Theo.
Bad. What's it called? Bad. What's that kind of thing called again? Like, anyway, bad comparisons. I mean, I tell you what, like, you playing so badly, I feel like it's because I've been playing quite decently recently. Like, not to be fair, not decently, like, only the slice. My slice is gone. Somehow it's just I'm not hitting a slice. Which is so funny because, after we had our round together in Moore Park and then went to Ryder Cup, the following weekend I played on both days. And, on the Saturday, I actually played with one of my clients, who I've never played golf with.
Yeah.
It's the first time. And on the second day, I played with one of the Chinese guys at my golf club. One out of so basically we are 2 of the 4 Chinese people, actually 3 Chinese people in all of the golf club, which is, to be fair, still 2 more than my old golf club. Anyway, point being, obviously I've never played with these guys before, right? And I got to the first tee. I mean, to be fair, on the Saturday was the second tee because the first tee was like a par 3. And I take out my driver and I'm like, I didn't really hit any practices on both days because, as you know, I'm the parking lot wonder. I just show up 2 minutes before the tee time. Take out my take out my driver, and I tell people like, this could go anywhere, guys. You know, just
you always need to kind of what's the word?
Warm 'em up.
No. Give the excuse before anything bad happens. You're like, hey guys, we don't know what we're gonna get today. It could be a slice, it could be straight, it could be a draw.
Like,
who knows?
Just to remind you guys, I'm like, 80 handicap or something like that.
Yeah,
and then
always give an excuse.
Proceed to hit the most beautiful draw of my life. You know?
Yeah.
Like most beautiful draw, straight down the middle. Yeah, like rolling 290 yards. I was like, what the? Okay, okay, guys, sorry. This is just,
and then you say, this is not normal. I don't normally play like this.
This is not normal. I don't normally play like this. Third hole, hit out the driver. It was a par 4. Bam, same thing. Beautiful draw, right? Middle of the fairway. And this happened for like the rest of the round. Yeah, I was like, guys,
it's a good feeling, isn't it?
This is not. I mean, I tell you what, I felt ecstatic. Like, I didn't even take my 3-wood or my hybrid out. I was using driver all day. Right?
Do you know? Yeah.
But when you become so confident with your driver,
it's a different thing.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah, you're right.
Suddenly, I don't know, like it suddenly, moved from my least favorite club in my bag to my favorite club in my bag. And the same thing exactly happened the next day. I literally pull out. I pull up in the car park because it was super early in the morning and there was some traffic on the way in. 2 minutes before the tee time, really rushed to get all the gear out. Right, it was a 2-ball, and literally couldn't even make a practice swing. Right, go on to the first tee, bam,
just carry down,
draw right down the middle. Right, 280 yards in the morning, like crazy, and it was like just amazing all day round. And
it's a great feeling.
Okay, I don't want to be cocky, but seriously, like it's become my favorite club in the bag.
Yeah.
But
until it's not your favorite club in the bag.
This Sunday, I'm actually playing again, and yeah, I'm gonna come back next Monday and say, guys, I jinxed it. Like this is, I've moved from the rise to the slice of this podcast.
Slice. Welcome back to the Slice and Slice Golf Show podcast.
I tell you what. Next time, if my slice is back, all right, we're renaming this podcast for one episode.
Slice and Slice
Golf Podcast.
I like it. Remember that.
Slice and Slice.
I love it. There should be. I just thought about this. There should be some like unwritten rules of things that you shouldn't be allowed to do on the golf course. Otherwise, you get I wouldn't even say a shot penalty. Maybe like a neck slap from the other 3 people you're playing with, or I don't know. Like you have to play with like a crack ball for like 2 holes or something. There should be some sort of like repercussions for doing a few things that you shouldn't be doing. Number 1. When you play a round of golf. By the way, I should have written this down, but you just reminded me of this, so it's on top of my head, and I hope you can join in with this. Number 1, when you say to your partner, "Oh, you're playing well today," that should not be allowed. That should not be, because you know what's going to happen when you question your partner. You go, "Bloody hell, you're playing well today. What's gotten into you?" The second you tell them that, they're going to shank everything. They're going to slice everything. This should not be allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
I agree. 100%.
Okay, next one that I think should not be allowed.
Can I do one real quick?
Yes, of course.
Just
please.
While it's hot in my head.
Yes.
This guy, he showed up in a Rick Shields video.
Oh my God, yes. This should not be allowed. Chenji, Jack, and not Stel, but Chenji and Jack, every time we play golf together or anywhere we go, he will look at other people and point at me and say, "He's been in a Rick Shields video. He won 10 grand." That should definitely not be a thing.
I never say the part of you winning 10 grand.
Jack does.
All I say.
Jack says the amount. But
I don't say that. But I always say, this guy's been on a Rick Shields video.
Yeah, okay, that should not be allowed.
In the middle of your backswing.
Yeah, that should not be allowed. Something else that shouldn't be allowed is when you say, "Oh my God, I haven't lost the ball today," and then you could proceed and lose the ball, right? This should be like a penalty to the guy that says, that you just jinxed yourself.
Well, to
what
be
else?
Fair, people don't say that to you because they don't know if you've lost the ball or not.
No,
right?
but
only you say it to yourself.
I did it yesterday. Yesterday. I played 9 holes. I didn't lose a single ball. We're on the halfway house eating breakfast, and then like one of the guys that's in the group behind us, "Oh, how you getting on?" I said, "Well, I mean, one good thing, I haven't lost the ball today." I get on the 10th. My first shot on the 10th, I slice it so far right, I lost the ball. I have no idea where it is. It's somewhere at Kidworth Golf Club, still lingering about in the grass. That should not be allowed. What else? There's a few that you kind of that shouldn't. Things that you shouldn't do.
You know when you're in the tee box and then you tee up your ball, and then when you do your practice swing, accidentally hit the ball.
Yes.
What?
Yes. If you say that's one when the ball drops by accident, you should be disqualified. You should just get your clubs, walk home. Please comment below any other little things that you shouldn't do on the golf course that obviously that are jokey, whatever, but you feel like you should get a penalty or something, or your friends should get a penalty. Those are three really good ones.
One more.
Please.
More.
Yes.
When you hit a slice or like a hook.
Yeah.
And it's not that bad of a slice or not that bad of a hook.
Yeah.
Somebody else in your group says 4.
Yes, I agree. It should be you that said that shouts 4 right, and how loud that 4 right is as well. It should be up to you. It shouldn't be up to. Because what the worst thing is when you kind of slice it a little bit, and everybody in your group apart from you are just screaming 4 right. I think it's like, it is what it. But it is what it is. But yeah, anyway. Comment below what you think the other unwritten rules should be, and what the punishment should be, because there should be a punishment. But yeah, that was good. I'm sure there's loads.
Good old rant.
Yeah.
Before we go on to the next segment or something, I just want to I tell you what, I've been having some I've been getting people into golf recently, which I've been quite proud about.
Dude, you know what, right? You
What?
love that. I don't want that.
I love that. And you're the kind of person that, even though Theo does all the work in this podcast, I literally do nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
So shout out to Theo. But you don't like to talk about the fact that you have a podcast. It's just not in you.
I'm just not a salesman type of person. You've got that in you so good.
Literally, the moment I meet somebody new, hello, my name's Chenji. Oh, did you know I have a golf podcast? That's
I can't do that.
My conversation.
No. It sounds bad. But Chenji, the way Chenji does it, it doesn't even come off as rude or I don't know, aggressive. It's just the way he words it, and he finds a way, and he's like, "Oh, we've got a golf podcast. You should listen, Rise and Slice. Go on your phone, get your phone out now. Go on Instagram, research, follow, hit the follow."
Right now.
Right now, while I'm watching you.
I'm looking.
I can't do that, dude. My golf coach that has been teaching me how to play golf for the past 2 years doesn't know that I have a golf podcast. He doesn't even know that I've been in a Rick Shields video. He doesn't know that I've won 10 grand. He has no idea.
Meanwhile, some stranger in a Scottish pub in the middle of Rome knows that we have a podcast and knows that you have been on a Rick Shields video.
Yeah,
Right?
it's mad. I'm just not that type of person.
But I just like talking about golf, right?
No, I don't blame you.
It actually makes me proud to get people who've never been into golf
100%.
before to get into golf,
yes.
right?
I wish I was more like you.
Yeah, and recently I've gotten 2 people close to me into golf. One is a close friend of mine who lives in London, and then one is my colleague actually who was about to take up. And actually both of them asked a few questions. Well, actually we just had some golf conversations recently, as a rookie, and I kind of want to talk to you about it, and just tell ask what the listeners kind of think about this. One, actually a big annoyance. So one of my friends is in China right now, and she's taking lessons.
Okay.
And they sell you the lessons so hard there. Basically,
I can't stand that as well. I don't like that at all, dude.
Now, first of all, in my opinion, right, you should not have a lesson more than 1 time a week. Right?
100%.
Maybe 2.
No, that's too much ananyway. Once a week, that's a lot of lessons, dude.
Once a week, I think, is the most frequent you should be taking.
Not even that, dude.
You need time. I know, I've always had. I think the most frequent I've ever taken lessons with, is 2 times. 1 time every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But over there, literally, she was speaking to me actually today, and she was like, "Yeah, this guy, wanted to, say, okay, can we, basically, if you take 1 lesson, right, it's gonna cost you, say, £120, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you buy 8 lessons, right, it's going to cost you basically the equivalent of £60 per lesson. Yeah. Right. And then she was like, "Oh no, but I gotta I'm going back to the UK in 2 weeks time." I say, "Okay, yeah, no problem. Just buy this bundle and we'll finish those 8 lessons in 2 weeks."
No.
And I told her, wait a minute.
No.
How long are the
no,
lessons?
no.
Oh yeah, it's 1 hour each session. You're gonna take 8 lessons in 2 weeks.
No way.
Like,
no. That's a really, really bad way of doing it, and that's not the right way. There's not many places in the world that will do this. I believe, Chenji. What do you think? There's no way. In England, there's no way you're going to go to a golf coach and you're going to buy a bundle of 5 lessons, and then he's like, "Yeah, we can just smash them out in 3 weeks." And nobody's going to do that. No, I don't believe that would happen, because even the coach would tell you, you need to have one lesson, go out and practice what you've learned today, and then come back and then tell me what you thought about it and tell me if it's worked or not. I think that's the way it goes.
Absolutely, because like, look, realistically speaking, after a lesson, you're gonna hit a bucket of balls and call it a day.
Right? Oh yes.
You know, and then the next day, you know, if you're lucky, you get to go out again and hit a couple of balls and, you know, basically experience the ball a little bit. You know, if it, you know, how it goes, and if it's a slice, if it's a hook, if it goes up, if you can't hit a ball whatsoever, and you do this for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and you go back for a lesson, and then say like, you know, in those last 2 weeks, right, this has been my, you know, experience with golf. I feel like I'm getting worse, or like I feel like I'm getting better, right?
Yeah.
You know, this is where the ball is going, and then the coach would say, okay, do this, do that, do this, do that, and next time show you, like, record you a couple of videos, send you the videos. Next time, you know, when you're on the range, you look at it, right, and that's how you slowly get better.
Yeah.
Right. If you don't have any time to practice, how is a lesson ever going to be helpful for you? Because golf is all about the feel. You don't develop the feel by somebody else telling you something. You develop the feel by just hitting it. You know. And I was looking at my own swing like 2 years ago. Yeah. And it's changed so much.
Of course, it will.
Oh my gosh.
No way it won't.
And it's actually quite crazy, you know, how much it's changed, and, you know, like how much lessons has affected it. But I mean, you can't make those changes overnight. Like,
no way.
Slow by slow. Right? So what do you think is the best frequency between
once a month? But then again, it depends on how much golf you play, right? Like, if you're playing golf once a week, so let's say you're playing golf on once a week on a Sunday, and you have a lesson, so you have once a month. That means you're going to play golf 4 times with every one lesson that you have. I think that's a good ratio of time spent playing golf versus time spent learning golf. Because in that time spent playing golf, you will spend enough time to work on whatever the coach has told you to work on, correct? So, and what always happens is as well, when you have a lesson, the next time you go out and play golf, you're going to be thinking about that lesson so much whether you're going to play bad. So you need a few holes, a bunch of holes, and, you know, a few days apart to kind of practice what you've learned and kind of see what works and what doesn't. If you have a lesson once a week, and then in between that once a week you're playing golf once, it's too much information. There's too many swing thoughts. There's not enough time for you to kind of, you know, there's not enough time apart from each lesson for you to kind of work on what you need to work on. What I find as well is I could have like now, let's say, for example, this is a perfect example. I have this, my slice is back, right? I'm going to have one lesson for 1 hour to try and fix this slice. And in that 60-minute session, what I'm paying for is that one split second of that one thing that my coach is going to say to me that clicks and puts everything back into perspective. So it's not that 1 hour of me spending that I'm hitting balls and it's like, oh, just close your club face, open your club face. It's just that one little tip that he just kind of says without even thinking, and that goes into my brain. And I'm like, oh my God, wait, what did you just say? He said, oh yeah, it's just move your hand a little bit more to the left. Or I'm just saying, whatever it is. So just listen to what the coach is telling you, because you playing good and bad is literally one tiny little tip that he just tells you without even meaning to tell you, for example, not because he's doing it on purpose, it's just in passing conversation, and that's what's going to stick to you. Like, for example, me leaning, like me setting up for a drive and leaning and touching my right knee. That's helped me out so much lately, right? Obviously not today and yesterday, but that's helped me out so much. And that was from my coach telling me to try this, but not specifically like, okay, we're going to do this today. He was just like, okay, the things that you can do. Number 1, you can put a alignment stick down. Number 2, you can do this. Number 3, just touch, make sure that you're touching your knee a little bit. Number 4, and then you just passed that go, and you just carried on saying things. And that really stuck to me. And I tried it, and it worked. And I'm like, bloody hell. You know, we didn't even work on that, but it was just something that he said in the conversation that stuck with me. And I think that goes with a lot of people. So it's just, but yeah, having lessons every week is just, in my opinion, is silly. I don't care how much money you have. It's not about money. It's not about wasting money.
It's about getting better.
It's about getting better. And even good coaches will even tell you once a week is too much. Like, even if they're good enough, they will come to you and they will say, I don't think you should be having lessons once a week. I think it should be once every 3-4 weeks. A good coach, you should do that.
A second question, which came from like my colleague, right? You know, he wants to take up golf and he wants to take lessons, right? Yeah. And actually asked me, like, you know, actually was thinking, if I learn over the winter, hopefully I'll get better and then I can join like a membership club, you know, somewhere in the winter. So I'm going to ask you the question, Theo. Yeah. Do you think it's better to start learning golf in the winter where it's miserable, right? But, you know, you're not missing out on much, right? But it's miserable. And with the view that you've like, you know, 6 months later, you know how to play golf and you're going to enjoy a whole season, a summer season of golf. Or do you think it's better to learn golf in the summer, right? Great conditions, it's sunny out, you're super motivated, but then the moment you know how to play golf, it's winter and you're not going to play for like a whole couple of months time. And then when you get back on the golf course again, the following season, like the summer season, you might have lost your swing or whatsoever. Thoughts?
I don't think it makes a difference because no matter whether you play in the winter or in the summer, you're still going to be bad and you're still going to need a lot more than 6 months or a year to be decent enough at golf where you're not embarrassed to play with other people, right? The pros and cons. If you start playing in the summer, I feel like you're going to fall in love with golf a lot quicker because of the weather, because of the lifestyle of finishing around, staying out and having a drink, maybe having some food, and just getting that whole golf experience. You're gonna get a lot more of that in the summer, which might make you want to practice a little bit harder in the winter to get you ready for the next summer. But if you start in the winter, the pros are, or the cons are, you're not going to be playing much golf. But the pros are, you can practice like hell, so you're ready for the summer. But again, I feel like the best practice is on the golf course and not at the driving range. But that's
completely agree.
Yeah, okay.
But the thing is, you know, that being said, you know, I spent a whole year in the driving range without even, you know, going onto the before feeling comfortable enough to even go on like a 9-hole course.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people are like that. So it's
What time of the year
March,
did you start
March
golf?
Or did I start, or would I start?
Well, did you start?
I don't know, mate. No, to be fair, it was summer. It was back. I played golf like 6 years ago when I proper started playing golf. It was 6 years ago, and I used to work at Costa Coffee. It was the best like year of my life because I would start work at like 5-6 in the morning. I would open up the cafe. I would finish work at 12, and then I would go to my local golf course in Lutterworth, which actually is where I'm going tomorrow. I would go to my local golf course there. I would carry a staff bag, and I didn't even know what that was. I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to take that. You know, I wasn't supposed to have that bag. I didn't know what a carry bag was. I didn't know what anything was. And I would carry this like a mile and go and play golf until like 10 at night. Dude, I was living the dream. Keep in mind, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't have any lessons. I didn't really know anybody that played golf. I knew my cousin Stel, that was it, that was playing golf. So I played with him a lot. I would play by myself a lot. Every day, it would be just me. Not even grinding, because I didn't know what I was doing. So I wouldn't be practicing. I'd be just playing 18 holes. And then afterwards, I would just kind of play 9 holes more. But I didn't know how to hit a ball. I didn't know anything. So I wasn't surrounded by people that knew how to play golf that could help me and push me in the right direction. Does that make sense? So,
yeah, it makes sense.
And what made me fall in love with golf was the fact that it was summer. In England, it gets dark at 10 o'clock at night, and I could play golf for 10 hours. I felt like a kid. I felt like an absolute child. It was amazing. But then when I changed jobs and I moved to Derby, I stopped playing golf for like 5 years, and I was like, I haven't got time for golf. Only just after COVID I started playing golf again. But it's not like I had no fundamentals. I didn't know how to play golf beforehand for me to kind of just carry on where I left off, because I didn't know how to hold a club properly. And I only had lessons 2 years ago. After I came to Derby, is when I fully fell in love with it. Again, I feel like it was probably summer when I started again. But you need to be like, what's the word? you need to be like a crazy person to start playing golf in the winter and just practice. Like if you're going to play golf, if you're going to a driving range with your friends, that's a whole different thing. But if you sit there and you're like, okay, my new hobby is going to be golf, and what I'm going to do, this is the plan. I'm going to start in the winter and I'm going to practice like hell. And then when March comes, I'm going to know how to hit a ball. I'm going to enter competitions and I'm going to join the club and I'm going to play with my friends. Like nobody does that. Everybody starts by playing with their friends, just hacking balls away at some crappy golf course that's like £10 to play on. You don't care about how good the greens are. You don't care about anything, right? That's the way it kind of starts. And then you hit that one good shot and then 2 good shots and 3 good shots. And you're like, oh, this is a nice feeling. And then you invest into golf clubs and then you might start having lessons. So I think the fundamentals of learning how to play golf is the wrong, but most people, that's how they start. Here's my other question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you recommend brand new golfers go and get lessons from the get-go? Or would you recommend golfers go out and play just to see if they actually like golf before getting lessons?
Ooh, really good question. Really, really, really good question. Because I just went to the driving range before taking any lessons, right?
Yeah.
And then I started obviously falling in love with it. And then I started taking lessons, right? Now, looking back from my experience, I actually feel like you should be getting lessons first before.
I agree.
Obviously, there is some reason that you want to get into golf, right? Be it like, okay, I can't play football anymore. I want to get into the golf because, everybody else, all of my friends are playing it.
Yeah.
I might be wanting to go into golf because it's a good networking opportunity for business, right? Various reasons why you might do it.
Yeah.
Right. And just take a lesson, take a taster lesson, right? I would so far as to even just take a group lesson, right? For what, £30, for a lesson, right? Won't break the bank, and you'll get to know actually how to swing a ball. And it's mainly for somebody, especially if none of your friends play, right? Just for a pro to tell you, right, you not being able to hit the ball is normal.
Yes.
Because people look at other people hitting golf balls and be like, oh, that must be easy.
Oh, mate.
And then you literally do it yourself.
I hate that.
Oh, man.
It happens all the time with golf looks easy. Oh, mate. I had this conversation with one of my best friends from Cyprus, which you've met actually at my stag. He was like, dude, it's easy. I don't understand. I'm like, I promise you, if I give you a golf club and I place a ball down, I will give you 10 tries and I promise you, you will not be able to hit the ball. And he's like, what? This guy used to play professional football. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I promise you, you will not be able to hit a ball. And you will get so frustrated that you're going to walk away and you're going to be all sweaty and you're going to be angry. And you're just going to be like, what is happening? Like, why is it so difficult? People don't understand how difficult it is.
People really don't understand, right? Which is why I think it's so important for that support, right? Now, I think the best, actually, I changed my mind. The best way to get into golf is if you have a friend who plays golf, right? Obviously, if you have one, and to bring you to golf.
Right?
To go to the driving range.
Yes, I agree, but it's very rare that somebody will start playing golf and they don't have any friends that already play golf.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Fair
like
enough.
It's very I think that you will know. I don't think you'll ever find that. It's very rare. Somebody just kind of goes to play golf that knows nobody that plays golf. Really?
Yeah. When I started playing golf, I knew 0 people who play golf.
Wow, that's interesting. What made you want to start realistically? Where were you?
I started
in Derby,
somewhat in the winter. Yeah, in Derby, right? Somewhat in the winter. I would say actually around this time of the year.
Okay.
I was bored, man. There was nothing else to do. It was cold.
So you were like, oh, I'm gonna go and just hit balls at the driving range.
Let's go to the driving range. What else are you gonna do?
What about clubs?
It's floodlit. Went to a local golf store and bought some cheap golf clubs, like 50 quid or something, £100 for all in.
That's interesting. Do you know what? Do you know what I think? Right after you asking all these questions, I think it would be really interesting if we found somebody that's thinking about starting golf, and we get him as a guest on the podcast. And if he has any questions about how golf works, he can just ask them. And any theories or any sort of whatever he wants to ask, we can just have a 1-hour conversation, and he can just ask a bunch of questions, and we can answer them, and be brutally honest. And then at the end, we'll see if he still wants to proceed learning how to play golf. but we need somebody that
good.
doesn't know how to play golf. Do you know who I think would be pretty decent?
Who?
I think George Macbeth.
Yes, we should do
Do you know why? So George is actually the mutual friend that we both know that introduced both me and Chenji. George is the biggest golf fan I've ever met in my life that doesn't know anything about golf. He watches all the majors, he knows a lot about golf. He watches a lot of golf, but he has never hit a golf ball in his life. It's so weird. And I'm like, dude, you need to start playing golf. And he's like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, the holidays, the good times we can have. Because he works for Rolls-Royce, he has so much time off to be able to go out and practice, but he just doesn't want to put the effort in. And I think he'd be quite interesting to kind of get on. But then again, I don't know. It's just one of those things.
We should do it. That
Yeah.
sounds like a good idea. It'll be a good episode as well because, I think one of the things that, what makes our podcast so good is that we have such an amateur perspective on golf.
Oh, big time. Big time. And people let us know as well.
Dude, like my phone is still blowing up.
I know,
every
mate.
single day.
Dude, I had to turn off all the notifications because it was just pinging.
I'm about to turn it off because even though, don't get me wrong, I love that like literally every other second my phone is like going off. Somebody like the reel.
Yeah,
it's like getting a bit too overwhelming, man.
It's mad, isn't it? It's actually crazy. We've got a video that's got like I think just over 14,000 likes, and that was a decent. I'm glad that's a good video. That's the video of you asking me how many golf balls get lost every single year. Dude, brilliant. The likes, I'm not just saying this, I need to figure a way. Dude, it's every second or every other second that I'm getting notifications. Like the last notification was 60, oh, you can't see it. It was 16 minutes ago.
I've got it, like 60 minutes
shout
ago.
out to Dustin Turp. Dustin_Turp 23 liked your reel. It's actually crazy. But yeah, they're slowing down.
I know.
Until the next clip that goes viral or whatever.
No, it doesn't slow down. It just keeps on going. Like when you make it to the algorithm, it's kind of funny.
It's just figuring out how to make it into the algorithm.
I mean, the point is, all these podcasts talk about like, professional stuff or they're like video based and all that kind of stuff, right? But we just literally just have a very amateur interpretation. And,
big time.
As we're getting better, one of the concerns is, are we going to, just talk about more advanced kind of stuff?
Well, I don't know, mate. When we get better, we'll figure it out.
We'll let you know. I'll let you know. But I think, one thing we're always going to do, we're just going to keep it cash and keep it amateur and just keep it like easy. We want to actually just get people who, hey, look, if we've helped one person who's never played golf before, who listens to our podcast, who doesn't know us, right, into golf, I'd call that a successful podcast.
I completely agree with you. But then again, at one point, if this podcast ever does take off, I do have dreams of having like a nice little studio, and sitting next to you and be like, and get, not good guests, but just get the guests that we are working on some guests as we speak, but it's just timing.
I know somebody who showed up in the Rick Shields video once.
Yeah, thanks for that, mate. Yeah, but we are working on some guests over the winter because, mate, it's getting that time of year now where not much is going on in the world of golf, and it's going to be so difficult
which is kind of perfect for us because then we get to interview some people, right? Because nobody's doing anything.
Exactly. So we need to figure out some people to interview, basically, right?
Although that being said, a lot has happened in the last kind of week or 2 weeks of golf, right? Like Live Tour getting its like points from the what's it called, the World Golf Ranking points.
Yeah. But again, nobody thought they were going to get ranking points anyway. It's all politics, man. And then what they're going to do is
that's go on.
They're going to blame you only play 54 holes. We can't what's the word? We can't rank you accordingly. It was like, dude, they're professional golfers. Just let them play. Like figure it out. There's somebody out there is smart enough that works in the PGA Tour or in one of these companies that's smart enough that has a good solution on how to give points to these players accordingly. But it's all politics, dude. It's all PGA trying to, they want to line their own pockets. They don't want to, it is what it is. I'm not surprised.
Wait, like you were volunteering at the JCB Championship, right?
Yes.
Like for the Legends Tour, how many days do they play? Do they play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or do they play 3 days?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I'm sure
exactly. I'm
sure, and there's no cuts. I'm sure. Last year, I want to say last year they played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I could be wrong. This year they played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, actually. and
because
the Saturday got.
But that's because there's one day got cancelled, right?
Yes. Sorry.
Because one day got cancelled because of the weather. I think,
Saturday got cancelled, so Saturday was the championship day, but it got cancelled.
Oh, right. So they only played 2 days.
Yes, instead of 3.
Oh wow, that's
mad.
Crazy. And they still got points. No cut.
Yeah, it's
2 days.
It's mad. That's what I mean. There's definitely a solution out there.
Pure political.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Pure
it is. It is. I'm sure one day they'll figure it out, but I don't see it anytime soon. It's a shame for the young Brookses, Brysons, Taylor Gooch, all of these players that have so much golf left in them that they can't compete in the biggest competitions of the year, which is such a shame. But it is what it is. Oh, we got a new like, guys. Shout out to
Chuchlet. Chuchie. Brilliant. Like,
but yeah,
just brilliant.
It's just mad.
People think I'm popular, but it's like
no, it's just people slagging us off slagging me off for not having all the all the facts.
Well,
or saying something silly.
To be fair, that anyway. Well,
I mean, I was wrong. I'm not saying I was right.
No, to be fair though, look, actually I was super rooting for Lexi Thompson, all right? Just because of that video.
Dude,
right?
The comments.
Now, Dude, okay, background being that one of the videos we did like, a couple of weeks ago, like a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe, right? With like Theo in like the most amazing kind of like, his normal voice, which is very excited, overly excited.
Yeah.
A bit of ADHD.
It's a lot of ADHD, mate. I'm overflowing with ADHD.
Like, saying that, oh my God, I can't believe the ladies hit it so straight.
Yeah.
And then obviously the whole comment section just, full of toxic masculinity.
Oh,
just,
big time.
Decided to say like, yeah, because I hit it like 10 yards. I hit my 7-iron as far as they drive it.
Yeah, which it makes sense, but
yeah,
I was just more surprised with the
stats
of how straight they actually hit it. That was it. I wasn't saying they're better than men or they hit it straight, or they do hit it straighter than men, or they're playing the same golf courses and the same difficulty. I did not say that. I was just surprised on how low the men ranked compared to the women on how straight the ball goes. Right? That's all. I never said they were bad, mate. The comments were going after me for people like, oh, it's because they hit it straight because they hit it 200 yards. And I'm like, who cares, man? That's not my point. Anyway, Lexi Thompson does not qualify by one shot to make the cut. Dude, the comments were just going at her, man. I'm like, leave the lady alone. She's trying. She never said that she's better than the men. She never said that she's going to win. But everybody was like, well, yeah, she deserves it. She's a woman. She doesn't hit it as far. I'm like, guys, you lot need to relax. Just chill. There's like...
Give me 1 second.
Oh, sorry. What happened?
There's a video, something... the audio, something's happened. Give me 1 second.
Talk to me, dude.
For some reason, like there was like an interruption in my audio, and then I started it again, but obviously I don't know when it stopped, so I just wanted to like go back and say like at what point do we stop? But now if I replay it, I know there's a voice going, but like I can't hear anything, so I don't know where the sound is going into. Like
it's okay, don't worry, because I'm also recording you from this side, from my side.
Okay, fine.
But
okay,
obviously your side is going to be a lot clearer than my side.
Yeah. Fine.
So,
fine. Okay.
Are you recording as it stands now?
No, I've stopped, but let me just keep on recording.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be corrupted anyway. It's not. It doesn't matter. It's going to be too much time for you to sort out, I think, at this point.
Okay, so don't worry. I'm recording it as it stands anyway, so you're good.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So
back.
okay.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Lexi Thompson. Yeah. Lexi Thompson. It's all right. Oh, what were we talking about?
No, like to be fair, well, we're talking about Lexi Thompson, right? And that video of us going viral saying like, there's so many toxic men just saying like, the hit is so like, so slow, so that's why the hit is so straight. But then so that's why I was really rooting so heavily for Lexi Thompson, for like, she's been competing this past weekend at the PGA, like Shriners Open, right?
Yeah.
So playing from the same tees as the men, right? And ultimately almost making the cut, right?
She missed out by one shot.
One shot. She could have made like a birdie in the end, but she didn't make it, and which unfortunately, like got her, to missing the cut by one shot. But she drove the green, like from the men's tee.
Yeah.
On a par 4, that was pretty cool, right? Yeah. So I thought like
it's a shame, but again, I'm not surprised. But again, it's just one of those things, man. People go they just go crazy. I don't know what it is about men not liking or hating women's golf, but the comments after like people were posting, oh yeah, Lexi Thompson missed out by one shot, mate. The comments, they were just going after her. Like, why? Chill, guys. Just relax. Let the woman play some golf. Anyway, last little topic of the episode. I was trying to Google, because it's that time of year where golf news is kind of going to die down a little bit, right? I was trying to Google, if you remember, like a year ago, we were doing quizzes. So I was trying to figure out like 5-6 questions, good questions on golf for me to ask you, like we did a while ago. So, but instead of me doing that, I Googled golf quiz questions and answers, and I've got like 25 questions, right? These are like your bog standard golf questions that are very easy to answer, but I'm going to see how many you can answer in like 10 seconds. So so these are going to be like rapid fire questions that you're only going to have like 10 seconds to answer.
All right, then go on.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So some of these are very, very easy. And you have 27 questions. For you to get an A, let's say, for you to get a gold medal, you have to get 25 right. 25 for gold. Yeah, bronze 20. No, silver 20, sorry. And then
I'm excited for this.
15 bronze, right? These are very, very easy. You should not have any problem at all. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
A whole score of 1 stroke under par is known as what?
Birdie.
Correct.
Dude, go, quick.
Okay, sorry. I need to like write these down as well. Eldrick Tunt Woods is known by what nickname?
Tiger Woods.
Correct.
Go on.
The Masters tournament. The Masters tournament.
Augusta.
The Masters tournament is played in which U.S. city and state?
Augusta, Georgia.
You said Augusta, mate. No. You said Augusta. But
I said it before you even asked the question. Said it before you even get the.
In which country was Rory McIlroy born?
Hollywood, Northern Ireland. I know the city, mate. I don't even know just the country.
What is... Oh, shit. I started... By the way, yeah, you can't hear it, but in the background, there's like a timer going off. But you can't hear it because... Anyway, we're on number 5 now. What is the name What is the name of the Benile? Is it Benile or Benile?
What? Oh, Braddock Cup. I don't.
Let me ask the question.
I know the answer.
What is the name?
Millennial.
Oh, that's it. Biennial. Okay. What is the name of the men's golf competition played between two teams from Europe to the USA? And the USA?
I just said the answer. Ryder Cup. I'm so good at this, mate.
Okay.
I'm actually so good at this.
The modern game of golf originated in Scotland.
Scotland.
True or false?
Yes.
Let me finish. You can't answer the question until I finish.
But I've been answering every single one of them correctly before you even ask the question.
In what month is the Open Championship typically played in?
July.
Correct. Turnberry Golf Course in Scotland is owned by which American billionaire?
Trump. Donald Trump.
Correct. Maybe these are too easy, man. I don't know. Oh, this is okay. I did say at the beginning that these are very easy. I just want to see how many you could answer under pressure. What is the term for the person who carries the golfer's bags and clubs?
Caddy, which stems from the French word cadet.
Correct. Who plays the ice hockey player turned golfer in 1996 comedy film Happy Gilmore?
Adam Sandler.
Oh, you kind of, mate, you kind of got worried there for a second. Okay, this one you're not going to get correct, but I'm hoping you do. The WGC HSBC Championship Golf Tournament is held in which country?
Oh. Japan.
Time's up.
USA.
No, time's up. Time's up.
No.
It was China. The only reason I asked you that is because you might have heard of it because you're Chinese. Clearly not. Okay.
Yes. I don't even know the. Oh God, I can't believe I. Okay. The one question I get wrong is my own country.
Exactly. Anyway, that's the reason why I asked it. Number 13. In which competition would one win the claret jug?
British Open. What? The Open.
Yep. Keep in mind, these are questions. Obviously, we know the answers to this because they're so stupidly easy. But there's people that don't really follow golf that would probably struggle with these questions, right?
Yep.
You know what? This I should save and ask the person that we interview.
Yeah.
We
should. Let's do it.
I should save these questions, right? And see how many they get right. Number 14. What is the color of the jacket won by the Masters Golf
champion?
Correct. What is where is it? What is the name for the sand traps that are placed throughout a golf course? Yep, correct. Let me put that down. Okay, this is a good one. Ooh, yeah, okay. Who was the first Spanish golfer to win the US Open?
Seve Ballesteros.
No, wrong. In your face. It was John Rahm.
No way.
Yeah.
Nice.
Number 17. Which British golfer won the Olympic gold medal in the men's individual discipline in 2016?
Okay, that's very difficult. I was not even into golf in 2016. I'm going to say Tiger Woods.
Dude, British golfer.
Oh, sorry. British golfer.
Time's up, mate. Sorry.
Roy McIlroy. No,
he wasn't.
No.
He's not. Oh, yeah, he is. Well, technically.
Danny Willett.
No, he was Justin Rose.
Of course. I know that.
Of course. I know you know that. Right. That's you got 3 wrong so far.
Oh my God.
Number 18, I think. You're not going to get this right. If you get it close, I'll give it to you. Okay. In US dollars, what was the total purse for the DP World Tour Championship?
In like which season?
This season. If you're $1 million off, I'll give it to you. Quick.
Oh my.
Quick.
150 million.
No, 10 million. You were way off, mate.
Wait. What? Total purse?
Yeah, that's what it says. In US dollars.
Zero chance that one, like the whole 20 season long 22 events, 20 something events, it's like 10 million.
Maybe it was for one event. Anyway.
Which event?
Question,
anyway, that
question what doesn't count. I won't even give you a wrong score for that one.
But yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
One,
I kind of
one has. Yeah.
Okay, right. Moving on. British professional golfer Luke Donald is one of the few golfers who has been ranked number 1 in the official world rankings without winning a major. True or false?
True.
Correct. That's actually quite mad. Which professional golfer...
But he's won a Ryder Cup, though.
Still. It's not classed as a major, is it? Which professional golfer goes by the name or the nickname Lefty?
Phil Mickelson.
Correct.
I mean, to be fair, people who don't follow golf would never know that.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, this is an easy one. The PGA Tour video game by EA Sports was endorsed by...
Tiger Woods.
Correct. In which film did actor Shia LaBeouf play Francis Ouimet, the first amateur golfer to be in the US Open?
Oh, the greatest game I've ever made.
Say it.
The greatest game ever played.
Correct. This is my favorite. It's one of my favorite films.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we already spoke about this. I expect you to get this correct. The LIV Professional Golf Tour gets its name from Roman numerals, LIV. But what number do the Roman numerals represent?
Oh, God. Why did I forget about this?
We spoke about this on this episode.
We spoke about this on this episode?
Yes.
When did we speak about this on this episode?
Dude, we're speaking about... By the way, you got that wrong.
1,000...
Dude, LIV... There's no way you don't know this, dude. LIV is called LIV because of the Roman numerals... Because LIV represents 54 holes.
Oh,
Did you not know that?
Oh, no, we talked about this like many episodes ago. I forgot.
Yeah,
okay.
You're the one that told me this fact.
And I forgot about it.
Completely
I've got ADHD.
I don't think... you got a lot of things, man. I don't think ADHD is one of them.
No, I think ADHD is the least I need to be worried about.
Yeah. Right, this is difficult. Just guess. What animal interrupted play during the Valspar championship final round in March 2023? Which animal?
Alligator.
No. Have another guess, quick.
Monkey.
No, you got it wrong. It was a squirrel. I don't know. It was in there. I thought I'd get it in. Maybe you guess it right. I needed to get some wrong.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. You have 18 points, dude.
No way.
With 3 questions to go.
All right, go on.
So for you to get silver. In which country will the Solheim Cup be held in 2026?
2026. Europe.
In what country? Dude, Europe is not a country. Guess one.
UK.
No, you got it wrong. The Netherlands.
Really? I did not know that. Okay,
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, the next 2 questions. Okay, I'll give you a silver anyway. The next two questions you're not going to get right. Because I didn't realize how difficult they are until just now. In grams, how much should a golf ball weigh to the nearest 10th to be recognized by tournaments? The time is gone. In grams.
50 grams. 50 grams.
You got that right. There's no way you got that right. It's actually 4 to 6 grams. 50 grams. You're not far off, dude. How did you even guess? Wow.
This was fun. Go on, last question.
Wait.
I've got one more. One last chance.
If you actually get the next question right, you've got 20 correct.
Go on.
Oh, you can easily guess this right as well. Which golf course had a male-only membership policy until 2015?
Augusta.
No, quick, another go. You got it. Oh, no. You almost said St. Andrews. You should have said it.
No, I said St. Andrews.
You got 19 correct, dude. Well done. I still give you silver. You smashed that.
Oh my god!
Wow. On that note,
that was fun.
I need a glass of water and a shower, mate. And that was a lot for me.
I need a beer.
Right, on that note, guys, thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe. Follow us on our socials at Rice and Slice, TikTok and Instagram. Please like the video, leave a comment, get in touch with us. Just tell us anything you want to tell us. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see you again next week. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.